Oh, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Damn, you're my friend. This bitch.
Get in there, you gotta make it work. Yes, there you go.
Yo, this is wild. This is wild, fam. I respect that, though, boy. Phew.
Becoming paralyzed is many people's worst nightmare, but to me, it's my reality. I'm Cruz, and today, I'm bringing you into my world. Let's hope you can get some perspective, and let's have a chat.
All right, guys, welcome back to this week's episode of Paralyze This. My name is Cruz. I am your host. I'm a C4 quadriplegic, and the point of this show, the main idea, what I'm trying to get across is to change people's perspectives, whether it's a very small issue you're having in your life or if it's something as big as a disability, that I'm dealing with. Have a positive outlook and approach every situation with a good mindset. And that's what I'm trying to instill here with this show. So today I have my buddy Bens Hilaire on the show. He is completely strapped in this chair, shins, knees, chest, wrists, and forearms. So he is unable to move most of his body right now. So how you doing, Bens?
Doing good, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, good to be here. But yeah, this is definitely intense. I can feel it so far. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure. Well, hey, I appreciate you coming on the show. And I'm glad to have you here. I know you're just here for a weekend, back from New York, but I appreciate you coming on. I'm glad it the timing worked out perfect.
Yeah.
Able to get you on the show.
Yeah, I'm on board. This is dope. I'm looking forward to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right on. So you only been strapped in for a couple minutes, but like, what are you feeling right now?
Like, one thing I would say is, as soon as I kind of like got strapped in, I started like asking questions about how do you move,
right.
How do you move, and how do you get around. You know what I'm saying? So kind of like you was telling me how you basically used it. At first, I thought you were using a computer somehow. I don't know either. I don't know through psychic mindset. I don't know. but you were saying that you used the straw, right?
Yes. So my breath goes through here. It's called a sip and puff. There's a little tube through here, goes around behind the chair and comes up to this little computer screen down here. So to go forward, I blow hard. To go right, I blow soft. To go backwards, I suck hard. To go left, I suck soft.
Man, really? So like, with the controllers here, like, what's their main thing? The screen, what does that do?
It just pretty much tells you what you're doing, like how fast you're going, or if you're in drive mode, or like I can tilt the chair back as well, or bring it straight up. So it's just like a main menu screen, essentially. And
then to tilt it back, you blow on it to tilt it back or something?
Yeah. So there's like the screen will be on a main menu for like all the time. So then if I select by blowing soft, I'll select drive, and then when I do those features, I blow hard to go forward. If I don't do anything for 6 seconds, it'll go back to that main menu. So then I'll like blow hard and it'll go to a different setting. And then I blow soft to select that seating one. And then I suck hard to tilt the chair back, blow hard to bring it back forward.
Do you get tired? Do you ever go out of breath sometime? Or
No, because it's not like when I'm driving, I just blow hard one time and it'll start going forward.
So it's not like...
No, I don't have to constantly blow. That would be that would be next level.
Damn, right. Like, I just kind of like noticed me trying to move my arm as I was talking. I'm very animated when I speak, you know what I'm saying? So, still trying to get the hang of it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, but other than that, man, overall though, that's one thing I was thinking about when I got strapped in, so how you move around. So, it makes sense in that film.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, like, when you were younger, you had, briefly tell me about the issue you had with almost getting an arm amputated.
Oh yeah, man. So, like, I almost ended up with no arms, with no arm when I was a kid, because I don't know what happened exactly, but either I got bit by too many bugs or mosquitoes. Cause I was born in Haiti, you know what I'm saying. I was born like homeless, you know what I'm saying. So, like, my house burned down to the ground. I spent like 2 years living in a burned down house, like no roof. Like when it rained at nighttime, it woke me up. Like I'm in the rain, you know what I'm saying? Like in the mud. When I say from the mud on the soundtrack I made, no, literally, I was raised in the mud. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry I have to say, when you're being homeless for like a good 2 years or whatever or more, you get everything come at you. Any bug, any kind of like sickness, whatever infection, whatever virus. So when that happened, when I came to America, right, I was like around 5 or 6 years old. When I came here, I still had that thing in my arm that I didn't know about, because we didn't go to the doctor, like we're homeless kids, you feel me? So when you finally find it out, it was like, yo, like, you about to die, right? Like, what you mean? It was like, yo, because you have this thing crawling into your system, it's already like in your arm, and once it crosses your chest, your body, it's gonna kill you. Yeah, man. So it was intense, bro. Like I almost came up with no arm. It was gonna cut it off.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So I just pray to God, man. I believe in prayers, bro. You know what I mean? So I'm always praying. So I pray to God, and then of course my parents stepped up. You know what I mean? Brought me to the hospital, and I took a lot of shots. Next thing you know, bro, I got to keep the arm. So I'm good. I'm clean. You feel me? So there's nothing going on.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah, man.
That could have been pretty serious.
Oh man.
I mean, if it did take the arm, what if it did make it to the heart? Can you imagine?
Exactly. Yeah. So it could have been, bro. Like one thing I would say, man, with the grace of God, I've basically not outdo death, but I basically faced a lot of like almost like, yo, I was close.
Right.
You know, from this situation, from bullets flying past my head, from jumping out of a moving car, you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of crazy things happen. So that's why I'm thankful. That's why I go so hard too, because like, yo, I'm giving chances. Let me like utilize that.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. The most like impactful and inspiring things that I've taken from you is your journey, your most recent journey where you moved to New York. You know, you used to live right here in Delray, right around me, and you just kind of picked up, took everything you had, and moved up to New York on a whim, just trying to like, better your life and kind of take a risk on an opportunity. And that was like, seeing you do that like inspired the hell out of me. So can you tell me a little bit about like what made you want to make that move, and where did you get like the confidence to actually do it?
Yeah, no, bet that up, bro. Like the thing is, you know how it is in Delray. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful, right. Too beautiful. Right. You know what I'm saying? Paradise. Too comfy. The paradise. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I was just kind of like getting a little bit too comfortable, but I felt like I kind of reached my peak in the city. Yeah. I've been hustling for a long time in Delray, and I feel like there was more growth for me. And one thing that I didn't want to do is be that guy like 10 years later saying, I should have did this, I should have did that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I was like, man, you know what? I feel like I kind of had enough. And I also around that time, like my mom had, she had breast cancer. You know what I'm saying? And my dad had prostate cancer. So I found out about both at the same time. Right. So like, in my mind, like, damn, I ain't trying to stay at my mama's house and not really helping out. Yeah, I could pay bills here and there, but I feel like it's not enough to really like, at least become somebody, at least like make some bread to bring it back to the family. At least help them out with their surgery or whatever, or medicine or insurance, because they have no insurance. Right. So all that played in my head, the whole parents thing, I felt like I reached my peak thing. I was like, man, I feel like I have to go, because I was starting to drive myself crazy. You feel me? Yeah. So I just woke up one day and said, you know what, I gotta move out. So my first choice was California, but I was like, nah, that's still not enough. Enough grapes, enough drive, enough obstacles to really get me pumped up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I've always heard that if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. I'm like, you know what, I bet. So I just bought a one-way ticket, and then after that was like my last bread. Never been to New York before, you know what I'm saying? First time ever going to New York, you know what I'm saying? And like I'll never forget the day, September 6th, Saturday, 2014. I lived in New York at 2 p.m. I know like detail by detail, you feel me? So I took the risk, dog. Like I said, no friends, you know what I'm saying, came with me, no friends out there in New York, no family members, everyone down, back down here in South Florida, in Delray. No job waiting, no bread, no place to live. Like nothing. It was cold around that time. I'm from South Florida, so I came with South Florida shoes with those holes in it. You know what I'm saying? With no Timbs, no jacket, no gloves, nothing. Right. I almost died. It was cold as hell when I went there. Like it was wild, but it was worth the risk, though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, now.
Yeah, looking back, cause before it was just like. Before I was like, damn, bro, like, am I done for doing this? You know what I'm saying? Cause sometimes, your head starts playing, tricks on you. Yeah. I was like, damn, bro, like, cause at the end of the day, cause when I went there, I went broke, like, instantly. Like, the next month, I was, like, in the negatives. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I went negative, like, at least, like, 5 times before I actually really started, taking off and making bread again.
How much money did you take up there with you when you initially went?
Like, let me see. Barely, like, I had my credit card. I had, like, a little few hundreds here and there. Right. I mean, I was able to, kind of, like, buy a few things, kind of survive the first month. But after that first month was over, there was nothing, you know what I'm saying? Right. So account-wise, I had no bread, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm still trying to pay the cards back now. Oh, no. I'm not trying to have them call me. My bro, you still
we'll cut that out.
But nah, but I'm still like, but going there though, like, they messed with my credit. I'm keep it 100. Like I know like folks see all the glory side of it, like oh you went there, but you know took a risk and now he's doing good, But there's a lot of cons to it too.
A lot of struggles.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Sure. So people always saying jump the bridge. You know what I'm saying? Like just jump the cliff and all that. But sometimes like you do get hurt in the process. Yeah. You hit your head in some stones, some mountains and all that. You might come out with your leg broken or whatever. It's like it's very risky. So there, we could speak about a lot about the pros of what I achieved, whether it's finance, whatever. But as far as the cons go, though, I want folks to understand like, yo, there's a risk to it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, my credit got messed up a little bit. You feel me? But I didn't like. Well, I don't believe in credits anyway. I believe in like I just want to get the bread and pay for whatever I got paid for. I don't believe in having to like.
This fake free money.
Exactly, bro. It's like say if I buy a car, right? I'm paying for the car, but if I can't pay no more, you take the car away from me. Yeah. And this once the car's gone, it's gone.
Right.
Now I'm back with no car.
Right.
But I spent that money trying to get this car. Now I have a car.
It's not actually your car.
Exactly. I'm like, bro, I'd rather like hustle harder and get my bread up than buy my own car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On that bit. You know what I'm talking about?
I like it.
So that's my whole mindset with that. But and then aside from that though, the cons was that I would say mentally, bro. It's like I mentally was like the hardest part because that's like the main thing that can control your mind. I'm trying to move my arm at the same time.
You got a little bit of wiggle there.
I know, but it's like I'm so like animated with it when I speak. So I'm like this. But basically, man, like I was like the mind, like because in New York too, it's very cold and depressing.
Right.
Like it's cold every day, every year.
A lot of
grayish, no leaves. You know what I'm saying? It's foggy, cold as hell. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about? And plus I'm by myself too. You know what I'm saying? Right. So imagine being broke and in the cold, but still getting calls from back home from family saying, hey, your dad had a stroke. You know what I'm saying? Your mom in hospital. You know what I mean? Or your cousin just died. So it's like all that plus being broke, plus being in the cold, plus being alone, it messes with your whole mental.
Right. You know it would be so easy to give up and say, I can't do this.
Mm-hmm. Man, like there was one point where I almost did. Yeah. Like one point I was at the bus stop. I had like 1,000 jobs up there. And I was at the bus stop coming from work one day, and it was like cold, crew. And it was like the first year when I came.
Yeah.
Cold. So I was at the bus stop, and then I just felt like the wind was just like blowing, just whipping on me, just. And I almost said, bro, you know what? That's the last straw. Tomorrow I'm gonna pack my bag and I'm gonna go back to Florida. But you know, I slept on it, but I ain't come back. But I was this close not because I was starving, hungry, and broke, because of the weather, bro. That's how cold it was.
All right. So piggybacking off of that, you going up to New York. So when you did get up there, what were you doing for work? Like, were you just Craigslisting it, looking for gigs? Were you shooting videos and editing, or what were you doing?
Yeah. So I mean, luckily, like I come from a video background. It's like I have my main degree is in video production.
Right.
So I brought my camera up there. You know what I'm talking about. So I started doing like little freelance here and there, so I could start paying rent. But it was enough money still. You know what I'm saying? It's like cause down here, when I was doing videos, I was making more money than up there, because up there, everyone doing videos. You know what I'm saying? Because NYU's like right there around the corner. One, and to keep that in mind, it was like around the era where we all doing videos now. Versus like back then when I started, no one was barely doing their own videos. Right. You know what I'm trying to say? So you could have your iPhone and just shoot a video, same quality, damn near. You know what I'm saying? Right. Or you could just have a regular, a regular camera and just record videos. So the price went down as far as like the need for it. So aside from that, I started doing like a bunch of odd jobs. Yeah, I went on Craigslist a lot.
Like what kind of odd jobs you talking about?
I was doing everything.
Handyman jobs and
everything you can think of. You could stuff from like I was at the mall, the Brooklyn Mall. I worked there at Express, like the clothing line. I was like a stylist, and I used to style folks out. You feel me?
Stylist.
Yeah, I mean, so I was like one of the best workers there, because I was very like, cause up there, they fashion like that. We come, cause up there the dress code is all black every day. Yeah. Cause it's always cold and rainy. Right. So in Florida, we used to colorful stuff. So I became a stylist, and also I was doing like stuff like I was doing restaurant gigs here and there. I was doing event stuff, setting stuff up, like security guard. Let me see what else. I was doing everything, bro.
So very literally, you were doing whatever you had to do.
100 jobs or plus more. Like anything you could think of, because I was using like a bunch of like apps too that do like odd jobs, like stuff like TaskRabbit. Another app called Chef Gigs, so they would give you like apps. They'll give you gigs to do.
Right, opportunities.
You could book them for like they might say for $10 an hour, come in here and be the waiter for tonight.
Right.
And I would go and do that. You know what I'm saying? So anything you could think of, just a bunch of little crumbs. You know what I'm saying? I would pile that stuff up a little bit, but I was still going broke because the thing is, the money I was making was like it went towards rent, but not food, so I was still starving. Lost like a lot of weight, bro. It was bad, bro. I ain't like, it was like it was so bad at one point, bro. Like there was a point where I was so down mentally where I actually forgot how I looked, bro. I went like a whole year without looking at myself in the mirror.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? So imagine like how it is to like finally see yourself, you know what I'm saying? And it was by accident. I finally saw myself in the mirror one day.
And not be what you wanted to
I
be.
didn't know who it was.
That's
I was
crazy.
like, bro, it was crazy, bro.
Yeah, how did you take that? How did that affect you, like, mentally?
Cause, I guess how that happened was because, you know, I started doing bad, right? I started off doing bad, whatever. I got myself back up, right? I gained some bread, made some stuff happen. Then the cash I had, I ended up losing everything again. So I made some bread, but then I went back to the negative, back to zero again. You feel me? So when that happened, bro, like you lose your mind.
Right, the ups and yes, I'm there, and then
you know what I'm saying? To like just down from scratch.
Yeah.
So when that happened, bro, I blacked out. You know, I couldn't call anybody. I couldn't I couldn't really talk to anybody. It was just being on myself. Like, damn, bro, like how can I make this? How can I come up again? I did all this work, 1,000 jobs, all these. You know, I made this a company, whatever, so on. I mean, like a lot of things, and the bread went down to zero. So I blacked out. I lost my mind for a second, bro. And then I'll never forget the day, bro. I was in my room, bro. You know those fetal position where like the babies, whatever, gonna do. I was just like this, like it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Like it's kind of like trying to hug myself, like damn, it's gonna be okay.
Right.
Like just tears coming down, like but it's more of a angry tears, but also sad tears at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like I'm like damn, dog. So like I said, a whole year went by. I didn't look at myself in the mirror. My hair was all messed up, nappy as hell. I don't know if I was ashy. Now I don't know how I looked. I didn't know how I looked. Whatever mirror there was, I would go to the bathroom, brush my teeth with the light off. I would turn the light off when I took a shower. When I put my clothes on, it'll be in the dark. Like I lost my mind, like literally. You know what I mean? And then one day I was in the bathroom one day, and by accident I just kind of like glanced. You know what I'm saying? And I saw my reflection. I was like, whoa, what the hell was this? I almost called the police. Like, yo, somebody help me. And you know what I'm saying? It was just like.
Was that drastic?
Cruz, I did not know how I looked, bro. And I was like, damn, how did I used to look? Like, I actually forgot how I used to look.
Right.
I actually went on Facebook trying to look at my old pictures. Like, damn,
really?
Like, how did I look before this? You know what I'm saying? It was like bad, bro. But
So was that your rock bottom?
I had like a lot of rock bottoms. That's the bad part. But that was like that was like one of my biggest rock bottoms ever in my life.
So how did you turn it around?
Like,
how did you have to approach that situation and become mentally strong again to make it through that?
So that happened because I had to basically think about why I started this whole thing in the first place, one. But two, also something happened to me in New York when I moved there back in 2015 that even to this day I always go back to that day, right? And then what happened is, you know, after I went to New York, you know, I took this girl out on a date. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm trying to do my thing, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I took her out on a date. I'm like, yo, you want something to drink? You know, I'm trying, what's going on? You know, I thought I had money in my pocket.
Right.
But so I took her out to drink, whatever. I said, what you want to drink? So she got what you want to drink. I got my stuff. And then when I tried to get the dude my card, the bartender, to pay the tab, he came back, he was like,
declined.
I was like, you sure, bro? He was like, and the girl's like, hit the girl. The girl's right here.
Right.
I'm right here. And he came with the card, head down. Like, he was like, nah, bro. I'm like, my heart dropped, Cruz. Like, my heart dropped. And I was like, bro, did you blow the card? Did you did you wipe it on your pants? Like, he was like, yo, I tried everything, bro. Ain't no money in there. I'm like, damn. So I took another card. You know, they had like a few credit cards.
Mm-hmm.
I took one of my credit cards out because my bank account was declined. I'll give him my one credit card, decline. Another one, decline.
3.
4.
4
cards back to back. The girl's right there and it's getting declined from left to right. And she's like this the whole time.
Just
I'm like, help me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do something, like, you know, but the thing is, I didn't want to ask her, you know, because one, I'm already embarrassed. My car's gonna decline.
Try to hold on as much pride as you can.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a man at the end of the day. I'm like, damn, dog. So I'm like, yo, I'm not asking them to pay. I refuse. I'd rather like fight somebody at the bar and get kicked out, go to jail. I'm not asking the girl to pay for the drink that I asked her for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That I offered for. And but luckily though, I had a dude that was with me that we went to the bar with. I met him in New York, and I was like, bro, I put him to the side. I was like, bro, listen, bro, I got you next Tuesday. Dog. I swear to God, dog. Like, I got you next week, bro. I just spot me for this one. The amount was like, I do like $32 for 2 drinks. $32 for 2 drinks, bro, in Manhattan. That's crazy, bro.
Expensive.
For 2 drinks.
Yeah.
Now I'm saying, I was like, bro, I got you. I swear to God, next Tuesday. And then that's what I did. You know, he spotted me. Now, like the next week, I just shot some video, got some bread. I just paid him back his money.
Right.
But I still had to say though, after that day, I was like, you know what? Never again. I was like, nah, never again, bro. I refuse to live my life like this. You feel me? So that's what kind of like brought me back to life again when I went through that whole depressing stage. I went back to that time where I was like embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that my car never got declined before, but never in front of a girl.
Right.
Everybody get a car declined.
Not 4 times back to back to back to back. That's pretty intense, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with that though, but like I said, that was like what sparked my journey to like, okay, here's fast forward now. It started from that night.
Yeah.
That's how that made me get into tech and so on and made some money and all that and et cetera from that one night though.
So that was what? 3 years ago, 2 years ago?
That was basically January 2nd, 2015. The year just started. It's the next day before the first. You know what I'm saying? It's the 2nd of January 2015. Just started. Fresh year. Broke. Like embarrassed. Declined.
New Year's resolution. Get all of my credit cards declined.
I was like, man, bro, that's to this day, though, it's still like it's funny now, you know, when I look back at it,
Right.
but around that time, bro, nah.
Yeah, I mean, on top of everything else that you were talking about, like, that could easily be a breaking point. Like, wow, I really can't do this.
Oh yeah, bro. Like I said, bro, I was broke, and then and the month before that, my dad had a stroke. You know what I'm saying? Like his 2nd stroke.
Right.
So imagine all that, you going broke back and forth, and your car's getting declined on a date.
Right.
Come on, bro. I don't care who you is. Like, it'll mess with your whole mental. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
If you care about your life, or your future, you'll be like, damn, I gotta tighten up, bro.
100%.
You feel me?
So that was it.
That was it. From there on, bro. From there on, like the next day, right? I came across, like I was in the subway. I came across this girl that was singing the opera in the subway. You know, I love music, as you know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, she dope as hell. So I kind of like got her name because I had to run. You know, I got her name. And I went home trying to find this one girl so I could hear her again. I couldn't find her. I'm like, damn, dog. I'm like, bro, there should be a way where I could just find folks on the subway that perform. Because in the subway, New York subway, for those that don't know, there's like a lot of performers there. So the thing is, I went online trying to find this one girl. I couldn't find them. Like, you know what? Let me just make a website that had everybody that's performing the subway on that one website. I called it Subway Talent.
Right, and that's how that was born.
That's how I was born. That's how I got my foot into the door of the whole tech industry.
Right.
From that.
So you are the DreadHead in tech. So
Well, you said
besides the obvious, you know, you have dreads.
Yeah.
When you got into the tech industry, what made you kind of want to portray yourself as the DreadHead in tech?
Yeah, that's a good question. So when I first got into the industry, it was always like just me in the room. It was always like the only black guy in almost every single room, right? But then if you did see another black person, they had no dreads. Now, they had like either low cut or bald headed. And there was kind of like more of a geeky, nerdy-ish type of vibe. I like geeks and nerds. I'm one too, but I'm more of like the hood type, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I never really saw anyone that looked like me, that sounded like me, that even had dreads. I feel like, damn, so it started off as a hashtag on social media. Like, I would take some pics, I would just use like DreadHead and tech as a hashtag. Nothing serious, you know what I'm saying? And then from there on, like I said, the more I saw myself being the only black guy in the room, I feel like, I want to see more of us in the room. Cause I feel like we just as smart as everybody else that's in that room. You know what I mean? Cause if you look at tech, like, at least now there's a few more black people in tech now, but before, like, you didn't really see someone that looked like me on the front cover of Forbes or whatever. You know, we all know the Steve Jobs, the Mark Zuckerberg, the so on, all the other ones that made all those other apps, but you never really see like a dread-headed, tatted black guy on the main screen.
Cold blood.
Cold blood. So I'm like, man, you know what? Let me take on that risk and say, you know what, man? I feel like we just as good, just as smart. It's nothing against white folks. That's not what it's about.
Right.
It's more about like if like when I was coming up, I always loved tech, but I never like felt I could actually be in it. That's like, oh, it's impossible, bro. Like, what am I, a young Haitian from Delray gonna be doing in tech, bro? Like I don't know about coding and how to, you know what I'm saying? So, but if I had someone that looked like me coming up when I was a kid, like, damn, so and so made it in tech. Oh, I could do that too. Cause look, here's how I work with kids, bro. With kids, we get inspired by who look like us in the field that we want to be in. Like, if you look at kids, black kids, especially in the hood, we all want to be rappers because there's a lot of rappers that look like us. That's from where we from. Yeah. We want to be athletes because LeBron and them look like us. You know what I'm saying? Dope boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, they look like us, they're getting money. So it's like we want to be all that because we see a lot of us in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Same thing with any race. If you're a kid, whatever you see the most, like that look like you, you're like, damn, I could do that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So me not seeing that, I'm like, dog, if I had someone that looked like me when I was coming up and I was love tech, I would pursue it a lot much more. Right. I mean, but besides that, I was pursuing music and I was same like, you know, kid stuff, music, sport, which is cool. Right. But it's like, but what else can we conquer? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, you know what, I'm the DreadHead tech. I'm gonna claim that. I'm also gonna like push forward, kind of like spark the idea, because even now, when you hear DreadHead tech, it's like, you know, okay, I know what it's about. I don't have to say, oh, I'm the black guy. You know what I'm saying? I could be like, bro, DreadHead tech. All right, I understand. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that came about.
Nice, man. And that's great, because if, like you said, man, you can inspire tons of kids if they can see you making it, which you are making it. You know, so you're halfway there already. Just got to get that face on Forbes and then you're good, man.
That's what it is, man. Because like, even after I made that up, bro, because when I made it up, I used that as a channel to kind of go back to our depression thing. I don't feel like I'm out here just being depressed every day, but it kind of like led to that too with DreadHead tech because that's how the whole podcast got started, right? Because after I was going through it, I started using audio as a way to like as therapy, right? So, but I love podcasts, you know what I'm saying? I hear like a lot of podcasts. So I started like doing like a lot of podcasting and telling my story about how I got started, you know what I'm saying, and what's going on. And then I was like, okay, let me find a name for it. I was like, yo, DreadHead tech, you know what I'm saying? So it started as a podcast. Then I launched that bit, next thing you know, bro, like a lot of great feedback about it. Articles got written about it, you know what I'm trying to say? And now we're doing season 2 now. So it took off from just me on my phone recording how I'm feeling, you know what I'm saying, like literally how I'm feeling, to like me having guests from all around the world now on this podcast, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then from there on, it came from a podcast to videos now, to its own lifestyle brand. So DreadHead tech is bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here trying to see, I'm trying to move around.
Passionate, man.
I know, I'm so animated, though. That's the thing. But the name DreadHead tech, though, it's not even just saying, oh, that's Bens only. No, it's it's all of us. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, you need a face to promote it, to bring it out. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, when it comes to brand, folks will relate to you much more if you actually add personal things to it. And it can't get no personal than me with the dreads, and I'm in tech. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that can
You're living it, so.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, you're the perfect spokesperson.
Yeah, man. But even now, bro, like hearing folks saying they got inspired, they pumped up about it, like so many like folks, black and white, all race, like said that I've helped them out a lot. So even from me just starting off as like my own personal thing to seeing other folks being involved, and I'm just getting started, like I feel good about it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It's a similar aspect to like what I was just talking about, you know, without me even knowing that I'm inspiring people are still coming to you like, wow, man, that's awesome. See what you're doing. That inspired me and motivated me to get up and do what I wanted to do. Same thing with you, man.
And that feeling, that was like one of the best feelings, you know what I'm saying? But one thing I hate about some people, though, is that when they inspire but don't want to say that they're inspired by you. It's like, bro, like, let me know if I'm doing a good job. Right. If I move, you know, like, be like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I'm inspired. Because if I don't know, because sometimes we don't know what we like, who we inspiring, who we touching. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So for us, though, us being creative folks, when we create something, we want to hear, not that we need to hear, but we need some kind of like confirmation saying, okay, we're going the right route. Right. Because we don't know, like this show, you don't know if it's going the right or wrong route.
Yeah, you need input.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? So if folks trying to be too cool to be like, yo, I'm inspired, bro, it's like, then how do I know if it, like you kind of doing yourself a disservice? Because if you get inspired by the show, you don't tell Cruz, hey, Cruz, I'm inspired, I love the show. Then Cruz might one day stop doing the show, now you just lost your inspiration from this one show, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You gotta speak up, dog.
Show love. You gotta show love.
You gotta show love, man. The more love you show, the more love you get in return.
Very
Put that
true.
in life, you know what I'm saying?
Very true.
Yeah, man.
So you speaking about the podcast, so you started the DreadHead and Tech podcast. Kind of talked about starting Subway Talents earlier. So there was actually a show called Planet of the Apps that you made it on with that Subway Talents app, which is freaking sweet. I'm a big fan of Gary Vaynerchuk, who was one of the judges, as well as Jessica Alba and Gwyneth Paltrow and Will I Am, correct?
Yep.
So you got selected.
Yeah. It was.
So tell us about that, man.
It was intense, man. Yeah. So I got on the show by Apple. You know, Apple Music. They was having their own reality show about tech. You know, a friend of mine just kind of hit me up on Facebook saying, "Bro, you should apply." You know what I'm saying? Because you're in the tech space. I'm like, man, me from the hood, I ain't gonna get on that show. You know how the devil is in your mind.
Yeah, your initial negative thought.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I said, let me just apply. So I applied for it, man, and I got. It was like a long process though, like months of processing just being accepted. I got on the show. I went on, and then how it goes is you have to go down this escalator for like 1 minute, 6 seconds. You have to go down to the escalator. You have to like pitch your idea in front of all the celebrities you just mentioned.
Right, 60 seconds.
60 seconds, you know what I'm saying? You go down, you know what I'm saying? Then if you don't like you as you're going down, they'll say no. They'll click X, and then midway, you have to like get off and like go home, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was very intense. So I went on, you know, I did my pitch, you know, I killed it, bro. You feel? At first though, because that's like, the pitch I did that you saw was like a last minute pitch, because the one I had to switch it up. Because I had one I made at first, but it was just too like, boring. Like it was just too much like everybody else. It wasn't me. It wasn't CB. It wasn't Copeland. It wasn't Bens.
It wasn't DreadHead.
It was DreadHead Tech. It was much more like, hey, how you doing? I'm here now. It was more like, I'm like, you know what? Let me try to look as techy as possible so I could be chosen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I was like, yo, when my friends back home see this kind of show, like, who's this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, that's fake.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
You felt like you needed to conform.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, bro, this ain't me. You know what I'm saying? So the night before the actual shoot of the show, I slept the entire night, just rewrote my whole script, the whole pitch itself. Then doing the actual shooting of the show, like a few hours before, I try to memorize the pitch itself. Then the very last minute, I got it together. I went on. All I know was Cruz. I blacked out and I just did my thing, bro. I gave like when you saw the show, like, okay, that's cool. That's
100%.
Like that's me. Like it's. But yeah, I got chosen though. It was dope. It was fun. Just know my nose itching, bro. Like how do you
get in there, man?
Yeah,
Don't be afraid.
It's
Get
wrong.
good.
And it's itching. But what? So how do you? How you do it?
Yeah. I'll pull it closer to where I need it, and then just
Okay, but now what if you have to itch like other parts of your body and not just your face? How do you itch?
Don't.
You don't?
Yeah.
Do you feel?
Well, I mean, I feel like from my nipples up, so I don't feel like an arm itch that I need to get scratched.
I see.
So it's mostly like my neck or my face or like my head, my scalp itches a lot. But that's about it.
That's about it. How about your chest? Sometimes.
No, chest is usually pretty good, and I can kind of like wiggle my shirt to if there is a little itch there.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Damn, give my foot is itching.
Get in there, you gotta make it work. Yes, there you go.
Yo, this is wild. This is wild, fam. I respect that, though, boy. Phew. But yeah, man. I feel better now.
So, all right. So while we're talking about this, when you hear the word disability, what do you think of? What comes to mind, like, just naturally?
Yeah, that's a good question. Honestly, man, when I hear it, I hear it's such a broad word, but what comes to mind is more. It's like you're not fully functional. Like you're not like there's limits. That's the word I want to use. Limits. That's what comes to mind.
Right.
Like you limits on certain things. You know what I'm saying? And of course, it's based on what exactly you disabled at. But either way, I feel like there's some kind of limits going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That's definitely one of the definitions of disabilities. You know, just being limited, mostly physically. There are mental disabilities as well. But yeah, it's just like, you know, I'm essentially the same as you, but I'm just limited physically. I can't, walk upstairs or whatever. Gotta take the elevator.
Yeah.
Or have Kyle pick me up and carry me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's it's not it shouldn't be like thought of extremely differently.
No.
Like a lot, but it is,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
you're right.
It's kind of like, you're a young black African American man. It's kind of similar. Blacks get discriminated against. It's kind of not as like vocal as that, but people with handicaps and disabilities are also quite discriminated against. Like walking into a building, if there's no curb cut out for me to roll up, I can't go in the building. It's not as much as like in your face, like I don't like you, like that type of stuff. But it's still a pretty serious case of discrimination.
Yeah. So on that note, do you feel like sometimes left out sometimes?
Yeah, no, I mean, mostly just because of like not situations like that, but like when some of my boys, my friends are going out on a boat or they're going to play flag football or basketball or whatever. It kind of sucks. You can't do that. But yeah, I try not to focus on things like that because that's just bringing your mental state down. Just focus on what I can do, and just try to further the things I can do, and not drag myself down. Because if I get this mind is going forward, if I get it going backwards, that's not a good place to be. So try to stay away from all that.
Yeah. Overall, one thing I would say about you, Cruz, that I respect a lot, bro, and I say that to you a ton of times, is that even though you're in this position, you don't like let that make you pause on life.
Right.
Like you still like active nonstop. Like when I first met you, bro, I started hanging out like a lot, bro. You was doing videos, bro.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of folks that's not in the wheelchair that came in and do not one thing, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying? You was doing music, videos, clothes, art. Like, bro, you do like a lot of things that a lot of folks that are, not disabled can't do and won't do and don't want to do it or don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I think you like moving nonstop, bro. To me, I feel like that takes a lot of like strength mentally, and mental strength will always outpower physical strength.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? So you have something that a lot of folks don't have, is that mental strength, which means you could like really make it in any condition. Where somebody, even myself, if I get sick, oh my God, I'm dead. Like I'm thinking I'm about to die. If I have a flu, I'm thinking life is over. Right. And it's just like me coughing, bro. Something basic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like I said, bro, I think you having that mental strength, I respect that a lot, bro.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah.
I do. That's kind of what I pride myself on is where I am mentally and how I'm able to, perceive certain situations or certain people. And that's what the show is for. Like trying to just giving you, like you're sitting here for maybe an hour, you'll be strapped down, but talking about what we're talking about, like that might just spark something for you and whoever else I have sitting in this chair. It might spark just even the smallest something that fires in their brain, like, oh man, I didn't even realize that. And if that changes their perspective, that might just change their trajectory and their path on their life, or their thought on somebody with a disability, or their thought on one of their relationships in their life. And if it changes that just a little bit, then hey, it was a success, and that's then this worked out.
Yeah, like one thing, bro, I would say that I actually thought about like a few years ago when I went to New York, bro. Like you actually crossed my mind, and here's how when I came to New York, there was no car, because I'm used to driving up down here, but not up there.
Right.
So when I had no car, I was like, damn, I have to walk places. I was like, I ain't doing that, the hell no. But I was like, bro, like Cruz, would love to be walking anywhere. You know what I'm talking about? It's more of a like motivation, like damn, bro, like Bens, you can't be complaining about walking 10 minutes down the street. You know what I'm saying? And your homeboy, like, I'm sure like he wouldn't mind, even if it's like 5 or 30 minutes. Like, I'm sure like he'd be like, hey, hell yeah, I'll take that walk anytime. Right. You feel me? Right. So I'm sorry to say, like, when I was going through that, bro, like you crossed my mind, like damn, bro, you know what, bro, I gotta tighten up, bro. So I use that more of a motivation to kind of like get myself up and say, you know what, I could deal without no car for now. If I have to walk here and there, I'll do it, because God forbid if I wasn't in this position, I was like, damn, I wish I could walk to that down the street. You feel me? Yeah. So what you saying about this whole show? How it made you start thinking about, if you was in that position? Even when I was on this chair, I thought about it. This is me without it. So imagine like being on it now. I'm like, damn, bro, my whole mind is kind of like thinking differently as well. Yeah. Being strapped down right now. You know what I mean?
That's good. So how you just said that, that motivated you just thinking about how I might be thinking, is like, that's what I've realized over the past couple of years, is that people like look at me, even if I'm not trying to be like motivational and inspirational, certain people look at me and what, just me living my life and going about physical therapy 4 to 5 days a week, or, starting this interview series, or, mouth painting and creating a apparel line, like just that is motivating to people, and I've realized that. So now I'm trying to put more time and effort into that, like this show. And because without even trying to, if I can inspire people, like imagine what I can do if I try.
Facts.
You know?
Facts.
So we're out here trying to inspire, baby.
Yeah, nah, bro. So you doing good, bro. Keep at it. You got my support 100%. You already know that, bro. Your family. So
Of course, man.
I like all this, dog. You know what I'm saying? But man, boy, this is definitely intense for real, though.
Yeah. You look thirsty right now, man. Get some water.
Yeah, I am. Bro, I'm sweating bricks. How do you when you sweat? What do? You can't use this to wipe your sweat.
No, so actually your spinal cord regulates your temperature.
Really?
So below my level of injury, like spinal cord injuries don't sweat. My face gets like a little sweaty and like mad greasy.
Yeah.
There you go. So when you're done, just give them a little nod when you're done. Boom. There you go.
What if you drown? What if you choke on that? What if you like?
That's what Eric said last night too. He's like, "Damn, Kyle's about to drown me."
So you saying that you don't sweat?
Yeah.
Because of really?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that. So you said the spinal injury, right? The spinal thing connects to your
Spinal cord goes from the bottom of your brain,
yeah,
all the way down in between in your spine,
yeah,
all the way down to like your lumbar. I don't know how many lumbar vertebrae there are, but yeah, dude, it literally just your brain just uses your spinal cord to tell your hand to move, or your toe to move, or to go to the bathroom, or whatever it may be.
I didn't know that, dog. Because so that way, so when you sweat, when you work out, it's not even much more about the body itself. It's much more about the brain being connected to the spinal thing you just mentioned.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not a doctor, and I've not done I don't know all the research on it, but yeah, man, it's your brain is working with your body. You know, it's just kind of like the captain of your body, your ship.
So today when you was at the gym, you don't sweat at all when you work out, when you?
Yeah, no, below my level of injury, which is C4, so like from my shoulders down, essentially, I don't sweat.
Damn.
Yeah. But as you can see, my face gets greasy as
so it still get greasy though.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like dry.
Nah, I think my dad gave me that one.
That makes sense. That's what's up, man.
So knowing in your head that you almost lost your arm, and after moving to New York and going through this adversity and this change and like these negative moments in your head and this depressing times, your mom having breast cancer, your dad having a couple of strokes, like what made you keep going? What is your driving force? And like if there's somebody out there who's struggling right now, who's watching this, and they like, what do you want? What do you think they should know? Like, how do you get through a hard time?
It's tough, man, because it's very it's not the same for everybody. And one thing that I don't want to do is like give false hope to people, but I also want them to have hope as well. But I would say, at least for me, I'm gonna talk for myself. Yeah. That way they can either pick up what they want to pick up on. For me, man, I just kind of keep like basic things in mind. Like, this whole thing is way bigger than me. Right? Here's how I see myself. I see myself as an idea that creates ideas. You know what I'm saying? Like, in other words, I felt like I was born to put on this planet, and me going through all these like trials and tribulations to become something much more than what I am now. In other words, what I do to kind of keep my mind going, I'm like, yo, like, your family came from nothing, right? My family came from like being tree cutters, being born in Haiti, being homeless, whatever. Right. I know how it is not to have nothing, right? So me knowing how it is not to have nothing, whatever I get as I go forward, it's much more than I had when I started.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a gift already.
Exactly. So even me being here with you, Cruz, talking like this, bro, that's a gift in itself. Yeah. Right? So whenever times get hard, I'm like, yo, I've been through way much more or worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, I came from like not speaking English to like teaching myself how to speak and read and how to write. Yeah. I came from my arms getting cut off. I came from being homeless. I came from, being broke in New York, being mentally drained. I came from all that, bro. And I'm still surviving, still thriving. You know what I'm saying? I'm only getting better and better.
Yeah, not just surviving, you're thriving.
Thriving, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I keep that in mind, like, yo, because sometimes, bro, we don't know how far we came, where we come. So when we, like right now, you being this far, Cruz, if you think about it, Cruz, there was a point where you couldn't much move your arm.
Yeah.
That arm you're moving right now, there was a point where it was just literally like you didn't know what was gonna happen. Like when this first thing happened, I bet your mouth was probably like going, wait, what's going on? Because you wasn't as mentally strong like you are now because it takes time to actually build that up.
Yeah.
Right, your brain is a muscle. So you being here today, to someone from the outside of my block, okay, but he's still, you know, paralyzed, whatever, but they don't know how far you came though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, like, yo, this is a lot of progress. So you seen the progress make you want to, I guess, get more and more progress to give you hope.
Yeah.
So with me, like something similar, like knowing how I came from this kid, from none to like me raising some money to this and that, I'm like, yo, like that's a long way. So I keep that in mind. And I keep my family in mind. And I tell myself my main goal overall is to like create generational wealth. Long story short, I want my kids, not just my kids, but my nieces and my nephew to like be good for life. Like where the Hilaire family, we're known for being wealthy, not being born in poverty. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that I keep that in mind as well. Like, you know what, Bens is bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? And overall, the last thing that I keep in mind to have them going is to, like I said earlier about other kids that look like me. Even if you don't look like me, it's if you from the slump, because you have all kind of race in the slump. You from the slump, you feel like, yo, this kid built himself up, and Cruz, you see me from day one, like climbing up, you know what I'm saying, on my own.
Yeah.
So seeing from day one how this kid came from nothing given to him, next like learn his own, learn how to code, learn how to do a business, learn this, learn that, learn whatever, like to making it now. Like I don't care who you is, dog, you would get inspired. I don't care if you white, black, Spanish, whatever. Anyone that come from scratch and built themselves up, you can't hate. You know what? I respect that dude, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I keep in mind.
Dude, I think that's probably going to touch a lot of people's lives. Hopefully we have a bunch of viewers here who can hear what you just said and apply that to their life and their situations. Because like you said, everyone's different. You can talk to people about your situations and how you handled it. And it's up to them to kind of take that information and that knowledge that you've given to them and apply it and put it to work. Your boy's hungry over here.
I want to like show the world how you know how you eat. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta wonder like if somebody loves food, I don't know how do you eat.
It's
that could be a good segue.
Yeah,
man. Like that.
It's
so, the camera's already on?
Yeah, they're on.
Yeah, so I was telling Cruz, okay, let me eat first. I guess I'll ask you later. Yeah, bro. Put it in my mouth. Like, huh? Man, he's like, bro, here.
Bro, I eat aggressively, man.
That's what you do?
He gets after it.
Yeah, dude.
Bro, talk about how do you eat, bro? Like, when you get hungry, they just feed you, or you?
Yeah, so I mean, I have to tell Kyle if I'm hungry, and we'll go snag me something to eat, or if we're out at a restaurant, you know, I'll order what I want, and then it comes, and he just, you know, after working with me for a while, he kind of knows how I eat, so he gets used to it. But yeah, I just get after it, man.
So like you take this down in one bite? Or?
Yeah.
Alright, there you go. Say the whole
Figure
cookie.
it out, man. Figure it out. There it is. There it is. Let him know if you want some water to wash that down.
I do it, please. Water. So you know. I'm talking about my mouth and my hand. I forgot upside down.
Yeah, it's all about the tongue, man.
You know, niggas.
You gotta clean yourself up.
You want to get some time? Can you do that?
No, can't get the shoulder.
Can't reach? Yeah, it's hard to reach.
You got bigger shoulders than me though, so you might be able to reach. So I just want to finish it with, once again, the point of the show, to change people's perspectives, change their perception on not just their lives, but the lives of everyone around them. You know, if they can interpret somebody else's situation and kind of empathize with them, or whoever it may be, empathize with themselves, you know, it could really change their lives, and also, you know, how they treat people, which I think in this day and age it's kind of all about how you're, first and foremost, how you're treating yourself, but how you treat the people around you can go a long way. So if this show and our experiences that we just shared can like change somebody's life in the slightest, then it's worth it, and that's why I'm doing this. So I appreciate the hell out of you coming on the show, man. It was great to have you and sharing your journey. I hope you continue to reach success and continue fighting all these adversities, man. And I look forward to seeing you on Forbes magazine, my man.
Word. Yeah, nah, back that up, crew. And the same thing to you too, dog. Like, keep it up. You already know, like, we always keep in contact. You know, I'm always inspired by you and your journey. So I like seeing this. I think it's a dope ass idea. Yeah. I should be cursing. I need to stop cussing too. Well, I did good today.
I'll bleep it out.
I did good though. I didn't cuss at all.
You did great, man.
Yeah, but no, on some real talk though, man, just keep at it, keep going. You got my support 100%, bro. You feel me? So I think what you're doing is dope. I think a lot of folks need to see this and also hear it too. And also, the more you show that you are active, and keep that in mind. Like, you won't just inspire folks that's like in your position. You inspire folks that's like not even in your position too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying it's like a lot. And on top of that, the ones that are in your same position you in, they might look lost hope, or if they just got in that position, they might feel like their life is over. But you are like literally the main logo of like, no, bro, my life is not over.
Right. My
life just started, if anything. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is a new path, a new journey that I'm being put on, and you still at it. Like not one time have I seen you not do anything at all. Like I said, you paint, you do music, you do video production, you doing this right now. Where most folks just feel like, I'm done with life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I want you to kind of like be aware, at least like see that you own it. And you know me, I wouldn't BS you. You know, if anything, like whether somebody disabled, not disabled, I'll let you know the facts. Like if you capping, you capping. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you definitely own it. You feel me? So I think you at it. And if I could help anytime, any day, bro, you already know, man. I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know. You feel me?
That's what I love about you, my man.
Yeah.
I appreciate that support.
Bet.
So yeah, if you enjoyed this show, I hope you tune in to the next one. This is Paralyze This. My name is Cruz Bogle. Again, this is Bens Hilaire, and he's about to drop his social networks and all of his social content links right now, so you can give him a follow.
So I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram. Just look up Bens Hilaire. And if you have any questions, if I could help out any day, anytime, just let me know and I'll reach back to you, man. You know what I'm saying? So
boom.
Yeah, bet.
All right, man. Well, we'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.
Yeah.